All right, got it installed here, as you can see. It looks pretty good. It's got the clock and everything on it. It does have an app in your phone. I will put the screen or the QR code up here on my screen right now. All you gotta do is take a picture of that, download it, make sure you're translated over to English, make sure you download it for your Android or your Apple, whatever it is you have. I had Android. I installed it. I went through the permissions and everything to install it. Once it was installed, had the app, came out to the car. With this turned on, I turned on my Wi-Fi. I found this camera on my Wi-Fi. I connected to it. Once I was connected to it, then I was able to adjust some of the settings on there. If I had any kind of video... I am here. I don't need you. If I had any kind of video on here already recorded, then I would have been able to play it back on my phone, which would have been pretty cool. If something happens out there before you get home and you take the SD card out, you could just play it there on your phone. So I thought that was pretty cool. A couple other things I played around with is I do have my camera, here to make sure you can see it. I got my front camera right there. What I did is I went ahead and turned it back. It just rotates around, okay? So I turned it back to my passengers. That way, if say if I'm out being an Uber driver or something like that, it's recording in here. Now, the only bad thing is, look, puts it upside down. Oh well. It might be upside down, but the footage is still there. And if I needed to, I would be able to reverse the footage at home on my computer in my video editing software to reverse it so I could see it correctly. But at least playing it, if I needed to flip my phone upside down so I could see it right, that's fine. But it does cover pretty much a good part of the whole interior here. You can see here when you got both views, that is the actual square that you got without having to rotate it. Just like in the back here, you see you can go up and you can go down. But what the actual footage is that right there, which you can see it does show quite a bit without you having to move the camera around. Same thing on this one here. If I turn it around, the only thing I did notice, and I'll show you, is look at that. Look at that glare. Right now, sun is straight up. It's 12 o'clock right now. 12:30, sun's coming down, and it's got a big glare from my dashboard and everything on there. At nighttime, it may not be so bad, but I tell you what, we got a Tesla, right? We got a Tesla Model Y. Well, this thing here has the cameras out in the front. I could just simply come down here and hit my camera button here, and there you go. You got a lot better view right there. This is recording as long as you have it going to an SD card as well. Flash drive, something, and it'll be recording in there. So for the front, I'm actually going to use this. For the camera up here, I'm going to have it facing back towards me and get my passengers. About like that right there. Look at that. See, it still has me and everything. That way I have something recording in there. It does record sound, so keep that in mind. And you see a little red light right there showing that it's recording. I can always stop recording by just hitting that button right there. And I'm going to keep recording. A few more things here. One thing that I noticed is right now the time looks correct, 12:34 p.m. However, when I went into the settings, you have to hit that button right there. I go over here to the settings. And as you can see, I got my time format set for 12 hours, 24 hours. But right now, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to stay in the 24-hour time zone because right here, if I change my time, it makes it say 13, 14, all the way up. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to wait till 1 o'clock. But right now, it's not changing it to the 12-hour format. Either way, that's fine. I'm prior military. I can read it. I know it. It's fine. So, but anyways, these are just some of your settings in here. You can go in here and you can screen clock it. You can, or you can turn the clock off if you didn't want it on there. Okay. Have the beep sound every time you do something. I don't want the beep sound. Volume, I guess, is fine. I'm not going to be playing anything to hear anything. Screen temperature, you can set that up cold, standard, or warm. I'm going to leave it on standard. Auto screen off. I'm going to leave that off because it does automatically turn off every time I get out of my car. I guess it would just turn off a minute or 3 minutes while I'm driving. I'm not going to do that. I want it to stay on all the time. gravity sensing. This is in case you're in a collision. It's going to record everything, so make sure you leave that on. I got on middle. You know, you got your front camera here. I don't know what this does here. It says, are you sure you want to disable the front camera? I'm not going to play with that. I'm going to leave that alone. Date, time, I already went through that a little bit. You can do a factory reset, and this is how you're going to format your TF card. It's also a micro SD card. I put it in the top up here. Once you put it in, it says that you're going to have to format it. So then all I did is I just clicked on the format. It says, are you sure you want to do it? And you have to wait a little bit. It will tell you that it's completed good. I had to do it twice. The first time, maybe I just didn't see it pop up. It pops up real quick saying it's formatted. I wasn't sure, so I did it again. You can check your firmware version right here. System update, it will check and see if you got anything. You may have to take the card out, put it on your computer to get an update, bring it in here, and then it will update. Here's your recorder. You do have loop recording, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, auto switch to rear view. I went ahead and put on 30 seconds. I think that what it means is if I happen to leave it on my front camera or whatever while I'm looking at it, after 30 seconds, it should automatically switch to my rear view camera. I have it turned on for sound recording right there. Time-lapse recording, you can turn that on for 4 hours, 8 hours. It'll do a time-lapse recording like you're driving around, do it on a long trip, things like that, and it'll do some kind of recording for you. That's pretty cool. In your recording size and frame rate, you got two of them, 1920 by 1080, 25 frames per second, and then you got 1280 by 720, 50 frames per second. I went ahead and put it on 1920 by 1080, see what that does, see if I like that better. And that's really all the settings you have in here. Shortcut just takes you straight so you can format it. Your boot display, I believe what it is when it boots up, it's going to go straight to my rear view camera. Your Wi-Fi hotspot, I guess it would, you know, if somebody wanted to connect into it for a Wi-Fi hotspot, but that it's not really giving you Wi-Fi signal, but you would just scan that and it would take it to it. And let's see here. Here's your DVR. It shows that it's recording right here. Playback. These are some of the different video clips we can play on here. So let's see here. We're going to do the front view for this one. Don't know what one is which. Here we're going to play that. And there we go. And it is recording right now.
All right. A few more things here. One thing that I
there you go. Look at that.
right now the time
Has volume. I can hear it. It puts the time and the date and everything right there. You can go through it. Works pretty good. I could delete it if I needed to. All right. You can also check out some of your rear view footage as well. Go through it. Same thing. Delete if you need it. Settings. Shows the clock right there. Go back to stream media. Now we're back onto that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and drive around a little bit and we're going to test this out. Such a better view looking out through this than it was through the back window. I mean, that is such a big difference. Look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. Look at the difference in that right there. It's a pretty big difference. Looks a lot better. I can see a lot more out the back of my car than I can with this thing. I'd actually say that camera is better than the rear view camera on the car. I mean, I can see things a little bit clearer, a little bit wider. It's not stretched like it is on the rear camera on the car right here. All right, look at this. Look at this car behind me. See him right there, put it where I want. I mean, that is such a great view. All right, there you go. I got it installed. As you can see, I mean, it looks pretty good. I can't wait to see it at nighttime. It's this clear in the daytime. I'm sure it's even going to be better at night. It took me, I think someone said one time about an hour to do it. I would say it's solid 2 hours for me. Now, I was doing it by myself pretty much the whole time. Yeah, I could do it by myself. I don't think I needed any help. I was able to do everything. There might have been, I don't know, really, it's a one-person job. If you just take your time, watch my video, stick with it, you'll be able to do it. Some of the hard part is, you know, back there in that one, fishing that one wire through, and had inside was all this gooey, rubbery gunk. Get some rubber gloves. Get some rubber gloves, put them on, put it through, tear off the rubber gloves, and be done. Because I was cleaning my hands for a while afterwards. Yes, that kind of added in some time for me, but it still wasn't that bad. Make sure you got the fishing cable. You're going to need a 10 millimeter socket. I'm sorry, I don't have the size for that really small one. I mean, it could be a 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter, somewhere around there. I just had the hand socket, and I got lucky the first one I grabbed, but there's no numbers on the socket, on the wrench itself or whatever, the handle. So I wasn't sure what that is, but you're gonna need I believe a T15, a T20, and a T25. Those are the torque tips you're gonna need. You're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, small one, the fishing cable, some pry bars, different things like that. Some duct tape, or not duct tape, sorry, some black electrical tape, because you're going to want to use it on some of the connectors and the fishing and all that kind of stuff. Really, I can't think of too much more that you need. Just follow my steps, route your wires, take your time. Take your time. You don't want to break anything. You don't want to break any plastic clips or anything. But really, this camera, or Rearview camera, works pretty good. I'm impressed with it. I'm happy. And I just noticed that the clock is correct now. It's now gone into 1 o'clock, but it shows 0106, so that's fine. But so the format was correct. It's just when I was going through and setting up the time, it was going 13, 14, 15, 16, like a 24-hour clock. But I did set it for 12, and now it's correct. So I'm happy. I'm happy. It is showing the right time and everything on there. It does everything that it's supposed to do. Some of the key features is, you know, it's a touch screen. It's a wide view, angle, whatever, you know, all that. You can switch between both your front camera and your rear camera, or you can put it on just one or the other. Your front camera is going to be a 108-degree angle, where your rear camera is just a 90-degree angle. That's fine. The size of the screen is 9.2 inches wide. It's a 1080p front and rear camera. It does video recording with sound. It also supports your Wi-Fi connection, so that way you can connect it to your phone app and you can view the footage that's recorded instantly to your SD card that you put in there. So make sure you put a big SD card, and I believe it's going to do the looping. So when the card is full, it'll continue to keep going, but the old stuff will start going away. But I got a 128 gigabyte card in there. I'll drive around. I'm kind of curious to see how many days worth, how many hours it will record before it starts looping over. I'll figure that out eventually, but I'm sure 128 gigabyte card will last me a long time. It also auto starts as soon as you get in the car. I did notice though that when I get in and it starts up, it says Cybertruck on it. Okay, so this is probably designed originally for the Cybertruck. That's what they did. Hopefully they might come out with an update to where you can go in there and you can change it to the model of car that you're installing this in. Once again, this is a 2026 Tesla Model Y, the Juniper Edition, brand new. And hey, it fits in here perfect. It looks good and it works great. Okay. Once again, this is from TESStudio. Okay, the link for it is down below. If this is something you're interested in, the model is the S92. I believe there's other ones out there, and smaller ones and bigger ones, who knows. But this is the S92 from TESStudio. Click the link down below. You can use my discount code. My affiliate link will be right down there below. You just click it. If if the code doesn't automatically apply to whatever it is you're buying, make sure you put in my code down below. I believe it's Tesla B. Put that in there, you get the discount and save some money. They have lots of other things too for you to choose. It's not just cameras that they sell. They have all kinds of different accessories for all your Tesla vehicles, and even some other ones out there, okay? So, hey, if this is something you like and you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And most of all, guys, be safe out there, have fun, and keep driving. Check you later. Bye. Peace.